Greetings from Father Isidore Clark on this, the 17th Sunday of Ordinary Time. We all love to find a bargain. It's exciting. Sometimes we accidentally stumble across something really valuable. Sometimes we know what we want and go to great lengths to find it. In two parables, today's Gospel appeals to our love for a bargain. Firstly, Jesus draws on the custom of people hiding their valuables in the ground or some other secure place. That was the safest thing to do when they were threatened with invasion. They hoped to be able to recover their treasures when peace was restored. But sadly, that wasn't always possible. Then, many years later, someone may accidentally stumble across the valuables. That's what happened in the first parable. The man then bought the field so that he could acquire the treasure he discovered there. In our own time, we hear of people making similar discoveries of treasures buried long ago. This parable tells us that some people do stumble across the good news of the kingdom without looking for it. Perhaps meeting a Christian, a committed Christian, may touch their hearts and open their eyes to the wonder of God's kingdom. That they realize is something they must have, and they will gladly make any sacrifice to get it. In the second parable, about the pearl of great price, it's not a question of somebody accidentally discovering something precious, but of his devoting his life to find it. Here's a pearl merchant who knows what he wants, and when he discovers it, he realizes that it's worth more than all his other pearls put together. Shrewdly, he's prepared to sacrifice everything he has in order to obtain that one precious pearl. That pearl merchant represents all of us who are seeking the greatest possible happiness. Like him, we can appreciate so much that is good and beautiful in life, in the world around us. But we are restless and dissatisfied until we discover God, who alone can satisfy our deepest longing for complete goodness, complete truth. Rightly, we want the very best. We will be content with nothing less. But when we do discover where our true happiness lies, we should be like the two characters in these parables. Both were single-minded in being prepared to sacrifice everything in order to hang on to the treasure they'd found. Far from being foolhardy, they were hard-headed. They were very shrewd. They calculated that what they had discovered was worth far more than all their other possessions put together. The exchange they made, it made good sense. Like these two bargain finders, we must appreciate the wonder of what we've discovered. For us, that's the kingdom of heaven. We must go for it. It's worth any sacrifice.